Welcome to the third thematically related successive occurrence of disclosures of cognitions resulting from viewer inquiry. The team of experts, researchers, engineers, and proctologists at the Jaguar Jones Institute would like to thank regular viewers who submitted viewer inquiries. If your inquiry is not addressed in this thematically related successive occurrence of disclosures of cognitions resulting from viewer inquiry, please be patient, and the team of experts, researchers, engineers, and smug vegetarians at the Jaguar Jones Institute will address your inquiry in the fourth edition of Disclosures of Cognitions resulting from viewer inquiry. Let's get straight to viewer inquiry and the disclosures of cognitions resulting from them, shall we? Viewer inquiry number 1. Theta Omega inquires, who would you rather be stuck in a lift with for 6 hours, a gay-looking pangolin or Nephilim-free? The answer is, of course, a gay-looking pangolin. Even though the entirety of the festive balloons inherent in a broken elevator would burst, causing several successive loud and sudden explosive sounds when the sharp claws of a gay-looking pangolin came in contact with them, this would be a minor inconvenience compared to what might get popped given the alternative. The team of sexual repression experts at the Jaguar Jones Institute have lost 4 members who suffered psychotic episodes when they began to postulate the carnal activities of Nephilim-free. Ordinarily, ninja-like evasion tactics, which all researchers, experts, engineers, and jugglers at the Jaguar Jones Institute have been trained, would be enough to prevent any type of unauthorized orifice violation perpetrated on the part of Nephilim-free. However, being stuck in a lift with Nephilim-free for 6 hours could compromise the tight virgin status of your humble narrator's anus because, as Silent Bob 36 says, he has that pedo glint in his eye. You can't fake that shit, man. Viewer inquiry number 2. Bohemian Blasphemy asks, why don't you U.S. Americans start using the goddamn decimal system? In order to properly consider this inquiry, it is first necessary to understand the various types of Americans and decimal systems. There are 5 logical divisions of Americans: the garden variety American, known simply as Americans, U.S. Americans, red-blooded Americans, heavily armed Americans, and Gus Klein, who fits most closely with red-blooded Americans, but they refuse to include him in the group. Conversely, there are 6 types of decimal systems: the regular decimal system, the Dewey Decimal System, the cock-sucking decimal system, the goddamn decimal system, the Mananana Decimal System, and the obligatory creepy reference to Christina Ricci. Americans use the decimal system, the goddamn decimal system, and the Mananana Decimal System. U.S. Americans, on the other hand, use the Dewey Decimal System, the cock-sucking decimal system, but do not use the goddamn decimal system because most U.S. Americans prefer to eat poultry rather than role-play Daffy Duck in sexual situations. Red-blooded Americans use creepy references to Christina Ricci exclusively. Heavily armed Americans use red-blooded Americans as sex toys, and Gus Klein is neurologically incapable of seeing the letter J. So to disclose cognitions based on your inquiry, Bohemian Blasphemy, it is the opinion of the team of decimal system usage experts at the Jaguar Jones Institute that U.S. Americans will initiate regular usage of the goddamn decimal system when a large number of Suidae-like animals inexplicably capable of aerial locomotion spontaneously cascade from the opening at the end of your alimentary canal. Viewer inquiry number 3. DPR Jones, no relation, asks, is gayness a life choice for pangolins? Pangolins are all born possessing extremely manly and macho qualities, including but not limited to hair growing in strange places, a deep respect for Chuck Norris, the ability to crush a beer can on their head, and disturbing obsessions with large breasts and petty penis compensating muscle cars. However, by 3 months of age, pangolins reject their God-given manliness, grow scales, and spend the rest of their life licking anthills. So despite their gifts of manliness, they voluntarily and maliciously reject their own macho prowess and their Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for a life of gayness, and their gay little scales will not protect them when they are burning in hell. Viewer inquiry number 4. Anna Savartatarf asks, how many gay-looking pangolins does it take to screw in a light bulb on Saturn? The answer is 6. 1 to steal the panties from a one-legged nun walking a goat, 1 to audit the tax returns, 1 to compile a list of songs that feature left-handed guitarists who play with their toes, 1 to analyze a photograph of Glenn Campbell and Alice Cooper in a pickup truck driving to Phoenix, 1 to be the designated driver, and 1 to encourage the others. Viewer inquiry number 5. FSM Buckethead inquires, exactly how many multiple personalities are you in there? Because of the high level of pressure put on each member of the team of experts, researchers, engineers, and worm hunters at the Jaguar-Jones Institute, severe dissociative disorders are common. However, to date, no incident of multiple personality disorder has been observed. However, violent mood swings are quite common. For example,
"You want yelling? I'll give you some yelling. Sitting anywhere, there's a squirrel up my butt. And he says, well, I'm just going to call your mom. Now my mom shows up talking, are you wearing clean underwear? No, bitch, I'm not wearing clean underwear. There's a bleeding ferret all man."
Viewer inquiry number 6. Flowcell asks, how big is half of an infinite universe? This question is indicative of the unusually high degree of intelligence of the viewer of the Jaguar-Jones channel. Ordinarily, this inquiry would be dismissed on the preposterous grounds that infinity, like zero, cannot be divided. The viewer Flowcell knew to come to the Jaguar-Jones Institute to pose a question that would cause the liquid circulated in the primary vascular system of vertebrates to cascade in a jet-like fashion from the auditory canals of subjacent and inferior investigators of natural phenomena. Using cutting-edge algorithmic logic with the Jaguar-Jones exceptionally advanced electronic mathematical processing engine, researchers at the Jaguar-Jones Institute were able to formulate and disclose a cognition and computational result resulting from this inquiry. The answer to this question is both verbal and visual and must be taken as a whole. The answer is David Caruso sniffing magic markers with a Vicks Vapo Rub chaser. Viewer inquiry number 7. Tom Painell asked, what does the Jaguar-Jones channel think is the most pressing issue facing society today? And oh, will you make me a sandwich? The most pressing problem facing society today is the absolute lack of videos featuring YouTube users wearing silly hats while singing one of their favorite songs in an entirely inappropriate voice. For example,
"Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words, what they mean, what they say. Mother, can you keep them in the dark for life? Can you hide them from the waiting world? Mother, Father, gonna take your daughter out tonight. Gonna show her my world. Oh, Father, not about to see your light. And if you wanna find hell with me, I'll show you what it's like till you're bleeding."
Therefore, the team of socially conscious cultural engineers at the Jaguar-Jones Institute respectively requests that viewers of this audiovisual digital transmission create a video that features a silly hat and one of the viewer's favorite songs sung in an entirely inappropriate voice. Please make your audiovisual digital transmissions no longer than 300 seconds and post it as a video reply to this audiovisual digital transmission. Please note that this is not a contest, it is just something fun to do because people on YouTube are taking themselves way too seriously. Before viewers are dismissed for the day, the team of video reviewers at the Jaguar-Jones Institute have released their logical grouping of the 3 audiovisual digital transmissions that were noted to inspire the highest subjectively measurable desire, appreciation, and aesthetic perception of emotion. In the 3rd position of the logical grouping is the Goon Bible Project's The Book of Job.
God appears to Job in a great lightning storm, spouting such things as, "Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth?" And "Who shut in the sea with doors when it burst forth from the womb?" Yep, that's right. God is making fun of Job for not creating the universe.
In the position that can be empirically observed to be between the highest and lowest recordings of subjectively measured desire is kissing Hank's ass.
Hi, I'm John. This is Mary.
Hi. We're here to invite you to come and kiss Hank's ass with us.
Excuse me, what are you guys talking about? Who's Hank and why would I want to kiss his ass?
If you kiss Hank's ass, he'll give you $1 million.
And if you don't, he'll kick the shit out of you.
The audiovisual digital transmission which produced the highest known subjectively measured desire is Ode to Yahweh.
But we rebelled from God and fell from grace. Well, hang on, Christian. Who the fuck is we? Grovel around in all the guilt you want, but how the fuck does that shit involve me?
Until next time, this is Jaguar Jones saying good day, and pangolins are totally gay.